Right.
Man.
Oh, yeah, hey, they shaved the gray out of my hair yesterday.
What's that?
They shaved the gray out of my hair yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is getting longer now. I got to get it cut because we're doing family photos next week. Getting a little shaggy. It's when I grow it out, you can really see the gray.
You know what I've been doing with my haircuts? I've been telling them not to fade it up so high. It's like an inch above the ear.
Yeah.
So I still have a little bit here on the side. Sometimes, man, like you get the haircut, because I like it skin on the bottom here.
Yeah.
But sometimes they fade it up like, dude, like
you get that high
mohawk.
fade.
Yeah, I'm
that
like,
high
damn,
fade
son, like it.
You're not cool enough to pull off that high fade.
I'm really not, and I'm not military, Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, you should get a flat top next time you go.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger flat top.
Come on, do it. All right, here we go. Well, hey there. Good morning. 709 Brock Hunter.
Morning. What's up?
Well, folks, welcome to it. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Don't forget to join us. We are streaming now. Find us on Twitch, the WIRX Facebook page. Best one to go to, though, is the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page.
Did you figure that out?
I did. So this main platform that we use, StreamYard, where I can go to all the different locations.
Real quick, this is where this is the part where Brock scrambles. All right, go ahead.
I'm not scrambling. Something it got moved, and so I accidentally clicked on the wrong YouTube. So the last couple days, we haven't been on the Plan B YouTube page. We've been on the WIRX YouTube page.
Brock had a lot of practice back in the day, sitting with the teacher after class, explaining situations, much like this, and coming up with excuses on the fly.
Hey, buddy boy, I'll let you do it. How about that? Then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, huh?
I click the button that says F.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you click? Is that what you'd click?
Yeah.
How about I click this into your face? How about that, huh?
Well, I wouldn't know if you wouldn't post it, so.
I didn't see it. But you're going to see it. Good morning, Scott. Good morning to everyone who's watching. But again, find us. We are streaming. We'll be on there for the next hour or so. You can get it on the conversation, have a little fun with us as well. With that said, we got to keep her moving here, man. It is time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Please pump it with pumpthatseptic.com. Well, a marketing expert is gaining traction with his claims McDonald's golden arches have a sexy secret meaning. Oh, yeah.
What?
Sexy McDonald's.
What are they, boobs?
Well, apparently, you're actually absolutely right. Turning them upside down, they're also meant to subliminally represent a mom's nurturing but saggy bosom. The theory was first floated in a book 20 years ago, but TikTok idiots brought it back. McDonald's hasn't commented, but just about every other marketing expert on the internet says it's a load of bull. So when you look at the McDonald's arches upside down, it's supposed to be big, saggy, nurturing bosoms.
Hey, it doesn't stop there. Let me tell you this. Meyer, if you flip the M upside down, pair of boobs, bro.
Apparently, any M, you flip it upside down, it's boobs. Starbucks apparently too. Like if you look at there's people that say that like if you were to see the full logo, it's supposed to be like a lady with their legs askew, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. McDonald's.
These are the people that are laying on their back in the grass, looking at the clouds. It looks like an elephant. It looks like a giraffe. You can make anything look like something if you really want it to.
That's true. And of course, the internet's going to take anything normal and turn it perverted. With all the great things that the internet can do, this is what is.
Shut them down. They're subliminally perfect.
They're boobies. They're boobies.
I mean, could be anything.
I don't know.
Where the nipples?
That's the points. That's the points of the M's.
Must have some pretty flat areolas because I don't see any point. You must have some dinner plates. That's what you must have.
You hear that, McDonald's? You got flat areolas. I don't care.
You got big sand dollar nipples. That's what you got.
Is that the secret ingredient in the Big Mac sauce?
Hey, why aren't they balls?
It could be some saggy nuts.
Why is it always got to be, boobs?
Probably because boobs are a little less abrasive than a saggy nut.
Balls. That's what the chicken nuggets are.
I ain't going to McDonald's to have some guy's balls hanging out. Ridiculous.
Dude with a ball.
Anyway, long story short, this is stupid. Don't listen to anyone on the internet.
Just take
all right.
Tinfoil hat off once in a while. Hey, I'm just as much of a conspiracist as the next person, but
what is this conspiracy theory getting us? Like you're saying that it's
somebody's bored. That's what.
Yeah. Lou had a good point. Without nipples, what's the point? See what he did there?
Exactly. It's just an upside down
M. Anyway, all right. McDonald's, apparently sexy secret. What about this? Most people are getting away with murder, literally. New statistics show that the United States is the worst industrialized country in the world for solving murders, with less than 50% of cases being closed. In comparison, Germany solves cases, 90% of them are closed. And several big American cities, including Chicago, have cases resulting in just one arrest, dipping below 30%. Experts say that people don't want to testify and they don't trust the police, which is part of the problem. So apparently, if you get murdered in the United States, there's a good chance that your murder won't be solved.
Let's be real here. In certain regions, nobody wants to testify because, you have something on your record, so I don't have anything to do with that. They're going to look into what I did.
Yeah, for certain reasons, too. But, I think across the United States, too, I think this is a big problem. Not just in certain areas where the murder rate's higher.
That's solving crimes when you have Alexas everywhere.
Less than 50% closed in the murder case.
There's a camera. There's a camera on every street corner.
So you're saying our numbers should be higher just because of technology? Yeah.
Way higher.
Apparently. That's why the ID channel does so well. That's why, all those mystery shows do so well, because there's so many unsolved murders out there.
Here's another thing. Nobody can keep a secret anymore. You tell one person, it's done. There's no way that's 50%.
Less than 50%.
There's no way.
Yep. So more than half of the murders in the United States go unsolved at this point. That's wild.
OJ's dancing around.
He figured that out. He's like, come on, guys. I had this figured out in the 90s. We're okay. Right. We're okay. Actually, no, that one is solved. It's just the verdict was off. That's the problem.
You can't just have an off verdict. The guy murdered some people.
The glove didn't fit. Okay, Hunter.
He must have quit.
No, that one was solved. We just didn't get the verdict we were looking for. So technically, isotoners, man. Good gloves. Good gloves. Lastly, would you even want to live to 100? New question. How about 180? New question. What about 200? Researchers at UC San Diego may have just figured out how to extend our lifespan by over 80%, unless, of course, you get murdered and then they don't solve it.
All right.
Before you get too excited, they haven't tried it on people yet, just yeast, but it could be a big deal. Here's a very basic explanation of how we could increase our lifespan by over 80%. We age because our cells start breaking down, and a previous study found it happens for two reasons. One, the mitochondria, which is what's the old thing? The mitochondria is the
it's
powerhouse of the cell. Anyway, the mitochondria gets weaker and our DNA becomes less stable. That's true for yeast cells too, but they basically rewired and tricked them so those two things wouldn't happen at the same time. Instead, they alternate. They found that when each one got to take little breaks like that, it slowed down the aging process in general, and the yeast cells lived 82% longer.
Wow.
So if they could take what they did in yeast cells to our cells, we could live.
This doesn't apply to us, though, does it?
You
got to be born into this.
No, I don't think so. I think with treatments, that's what they can do. I don't think you have to be born with
So
this
they're not
new
trying
kind
to
of
like
DNA.
restructure the DNA so
No,
future
it's not
generations
inside.
live longer.
No, I think with treatment, they could take you and I and then make us live longer.
Hey,
Which
first off, bad example. There's no coming back. Ain't no coming back from this, Brock.
you
The
and I,
DNA is broken and it is broken down. It is dust.
even if there was a chance to be like, nah, we're not going to waste the extra.
You
We're
know?
not going to waste the day. You guys, you know what? Sorry, we're gonna let you
You know,
go.
and here's another thing. All right, I'm not even a quarter away, maybe halfway through our life, a third, whatever it is, however long we're gonna live.
I think the average lifespan for men in the United States is like 76. So we're basically there. We're at the halfway point.
Just saying, there were a few days last week where I'm walking around the house thinking, what do I do?
You don't want to live that long. That's
what do I do? I cleaned. All my chores are done. I'm done with work. Wife's at work. I get bored, man. And if I'm 180 years old, I have done everything. Time's over. You want to go for another walk? No. I've been on that walk.
We've seen it.
I've walked around the world.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you find more stuff to do.
Like what?
I don't know. That's a good point. I have times right now where I'm like, I don't know what to do. What do we do?
You know, I keep going back to my original hobbies because there's nothing else.
I guess we'll just rewatch The Office again.
Again?
You know? I mean, you do bring up a point, but maybe we, as life expands, they find more things for us to do. You know, maybe by that point you can go into space, go to the moon. You know, like, hey, we're gonna spend a weekend on the moon. There's more stuff to do.
Are people getting more catatonic though? So you're gonna live longer by just sitting there.
Maybe. I don't know.
Plugged in like the Matrix, you know. Thanks. Love to be here for another 80 years.
Well, think about that though. What if you could like do that Matrix style, get plugged in and live a whole nother life over a 8-hour span, right?
Yeah.
Think about that. Or is that too much? Is that not what we as humans should be doing?
That's just crazy. If you think about it, not long ago, our life expectancy was like 40, like 42 years old. Now we're like talking 180.
There's old man Johnson. He's 42. Oh, whoa, he's so old. Yeah, how long did Unga Bunga live? You know, what was the average lifespan for a caveman?
I don't know.
22,
17, right?
Yeah.
And he looked like he was like 49.
Just rough. Get taken out by saber-toothed tigers, you know, and everything like that.
I just watched a video of somebody filming a 1989 graduation, and they're at the end of the school parking lot. There's cars driving by and people waving at the camera. Dude, everybody looked like they were 49. I'm serious. Even the comment section was like, why did we all look so old?
Yeah.
It's that new DNA stuff we got, man. We're living forever.
I think better.
Why in 1989 at 18 years old, you look like you were like 37. Oh God.
That's because she's 110.
I told you, just leave her alone. Quit asking her questions.
You got this poor old lady who's getting interviewed on her 110th birthday.
Geez.
And you got this young, bubbly news reporter like asking her questions, and this old lady's like,
"That's a day's worth of energy just to answer that question."
She just stopped answering questions halfway through the interview. I'm tired. She's falling asleep in the middle of the interview.
Leave her alone.
I'm tired. Yeah, maybe you're right, Hunter. Maybe we don't. Maybe we're not meant
to go that long. She's only 110. She's got 70 years left, Brock.
Is 110 now the new 50? You know what I mean? The new 45? I don't know. Right now, though, I am tired. So I don't. Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
At this point,
you're 36.
At this point, let's just chalk it up as another maybe 20 more years. Even that seems like a lot. Like I was telling you before we went on air, how the crap that I got to do this week, and like that, I'm just exhausted thinking about getting through this weekend, and now I'm gonna tack on another 150 years to this.
I was gonna say, just imagine not catching fish for another 140 years. Does that answer your question?
Dear God, take me now,
please.
Imagine that golf score never getting better for another 150
take
years.
Take me now. Why?
Dear God, take me now. Why, God?
Please.
Why? All right, that's your morning dump. We'll be back. That old lady interview. All right, hold on a sec. That old lady interview is the best, man. Oh, my God. Dude. I'm tired.
She sounded... Whose idea was it to interview her? You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, her family probably set it up. And she's mad at her kids now and her grandkids for
rewriting that will.
On TV.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
All right, got some NBA. I'll hit that. I got a few stories here.
All right. Yeah, we'll just go right into sports. We got about 30 seconds here. Years. All the crap that I got to do this weekend. United legs askew. McDonald's has 4. At 7 more. Well, a marketing. There we go. Oh, good morning.
You know,
7:26 back on.
Made a couple new nice intros. Still rolling with Barney.
Did you send them to me?
Yeah, they're in the U Drive.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You jerk.
Well, I'm still not overwriting Barney, all right? I'm going to deal with this till the day you die. For another 150 years.
God, please take me now. Can we just have all our intros be like 90s rap?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's the best. That was the best era of rap.
A couple Tupac intros and some Biggie.
I like it. Nothing like a couple of honkies from the Midwest.
Yeah.
You know,
fits
really well. Anyway, it is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter, welcome to it. 7:27. We got to get to it. It's time for Sportsy Sports. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing. Bud Distributing getting you stocked up. Delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweiser, seasonal drinks. Whatever you got going on, whatever you're celebrating, whatever you got going down on a weekend, a weekday, don't matter. Get stocked up. Drink wiser with Bud Distributing.
All right, let's get through some scores real quick. Then I got a few stories here for you. Important stuff happened last night. 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs. Panthers beat the Maple Leafs 4-2. Florida leads that series 1-0. The Kraken. There you go. I'll give it to you one time. Seattle beating Dallas, the Stars. 5-4 overtime. Seattle leads that series 1-0. Tonight there are some games. The Devils going to be in Carolina playing the Hurricanes. Damn, who wins that one? A Devil or a Hurricane? You know?
Depends. It depends. Think the hurricane, right?
Nah.
No. Is it the devil?
It's a darkness or whatever it is. You know, is that what he?
That's Ozzy. What do you?
Right.
That's Ozzy Osbourne.
Anyway, that game's at 7:00 tonight. That's game one. Oilers going to be in Vegas playing the Golden Knights at 9:30. That is game one as well. Other important scores: NBA playoffs. Round 2, best of 7 last night. The Knicks beating the Heat 111-105. That series tied 1-1. Lakers beating the Warriors 117-112. LA leads that series 1-0. Caught the end of that game last night, and it was every bit of the playoffs, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
They were flying around, actually playing defense. There were some bodies being tossed around last night that I was like, somebody's gonna get hurt, man. They're playing hard.
Was it like the Disturbed song or the Drowning Pool song, Bodies?
Bodies hit the floor. At some points, yes. Yeah. Yep. There was one fall from LeBron. He's a big dude. That's 6'8". When he goes up and one of the guys just kind of tore him down. They fouled him on purpose. And he hit the floor pretty hard, man. I'm like,
see, that's the other thing about all you tall people, all right? You think you're better than us? Well, it hurts more when you
longer fall.
Yep.
Hey, I know that. Trust me. I've ridden a skateboard in my life before. Trust me.
Not me. It's just
fun. Little, you know, you don't even scrape your knee. You're already on the ground. For me, it takes like 10 seconds for me to hit the ground.
Yeah.
You know, I make that tree noise.
Like a big skinny tree falling down.
Except that's not wood. That's my bones cracking.
Oh, that didn't sound good. I think he's dead.
Timber!
Anyway.
There you go. Some NBA, man. Actually, there are some games tonight. Yes, the 76ers going to be in Boston playing Celtics at 8 o'clock. Philadelphia leads that series 1-0. Nice. Moving on. Pro football. Quick story here for you. The report card is in, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Super Bowl 57 was the most watched Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls, in history of mankind. Number of crunches figured out that the audience was 115.1 million viewers.
That's wild.
Wild, man. Which is more than 114.4 million who tuned in to see the Patriots and the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. I think we all know that one where they didn't give the ball to beast mode. They lost the game on purpose, it feels like. Unbelievable.
Hey, Pete Carroll, you got probably one of the greatest running backs we've seen in quite some time.
Hey, you got a half a yard to go, and we have a freight train that can hold on to a ball.
But look, that's what they're going to be expecting, so we're going to throw it.
Throw it to wimpy arms over here.
You idiot.
You have a freight train that nobody can stop. Everybody's been talking about it all year.
Look, we're on the goal line. We have a guy who could literally run through a brick wall.
I think
Let's throw it.
Carroll needed a new piece of gum at that point or something.
God, I do not like Pete Carroll. He just had
he chewed all his good play calling out, you know.
It's starting to affect his brain, man.
Yeah. But that's crazy, man. 115.1 million viewers for Super Bowl 57.
Yeah.
Which didn't it seem like this past year's Super Bowl was just kind of like there weren't like too many parties going on. I didn't feel like there were like too many Super Bowl events.
Well, you know, I think
I mean, it's always in the talks. It's always something to do.
Yeah.
But I felt like past Super Bowls have been way more exciting and like I've anticipated them more, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the reason behind that would be. Is it because maybe having the Eagles on there, not two quarterbacks that, because Mahomes has been there plenty, but maybe because there were some fresh teams in a sense, there was a fresh opponent. It wasn't Mahomes and Brady. You know what I mean? So,
I think I figured it out. Thinking about this. So much like I said, there weren't like a lot of events. People weren't really going out to the bars too much this past year, right? So what does that entail? You sit at home and turn it on your TV. That's one more viewer. This next guy stayed home, turns it on his own TV. There's two more. I mean, if you're not going to the bar to watch it or out at somebody else's house, it's just multiplying views, right?
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. And with TVs as being as cheap as they are, Everybody's got a big screen now, it feels like. Why go out?
Yeah.
It's interesting. But there's a lot of people watching, man.
Well, the fact that it's the most in history, that's pretty crazy.
You think they like tell the players that like right before they go out on the field, like, hey, real quick.
Everyone's watching.
115 million people watching this right now.
Honestly,
don't screw up.
I think those guys can handle that.
Does that give you a little like one butterfly though? Brock, we have 3 people listening right now, and I kind of have a butterfly.
We have tens of people listening right now, and it's still a little nerve-wracking.
No, I don't want to screw up.
I think at that point, man, or do you like? It's almost like the adrenaline overtakes you. I don't know, man. It's just wild, dude. It's wild.
I feel like you could feel that.
Yeah,
you know, if 115 people have eyes on you, I don't even care if it's through a TV. I think you feel that.
115 million.
115
million. Yeah.
A lot of eyes on you, man.
Yeah. Well, and how many are in the stadium? That's not including the 60,000 in the stadium.
Yeah, that's more
not
than
that
many. I think they
is it more than that?
There. Yeah, they probably Super Bowl. They're probably packing 80,000.
80,000. Yeah.
You should type that in. And then, you know what? Another question.
How many people?
Well, it's because it's in the winter. Damn it, that sucks. I was gonna say, why wouldn't they have the Super Bowl at the Big House, biggest stadium in the world, or second biggest in the world?
Yeah, we've talked about that before. I wish they would do it at but again, you got to have
January, and it's outside Michigan.
Yeah, if you did it like Lambeau Field, it'd be different. But how many people attended the Super Bowl? 70,000 in attendance.
70,000. Yep. And that's shoulder to shoulder. 70,000 at $5,000 a ticket.
God, don't even get us started on that. Unbelievable how much money they made. What did we say? They made like over $1 billion.
Over $1 billion. I was like 1.5 billion just in the game, or just in like tickets, right?
Yep.
It's craziness, man.
Nuts, man. Yep.
I got a hockey story here, but it's I think we should just end it on pro football.
I'm fine, whatever, man. Is it a story about a guy taking a skate off and trying to stab someone, or no?
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, Happy Gilmore is not in your hockey story this morning, but
I got a hockey record too. The only guy who took a skate off tried to stab someone. It's a good record. It's a good record. All right, good enough for me. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. Okay. Ooh, I got to get more than dump.
Oh, what's the topic?
It is if you could download a skill or knowledge.
Matrix style. Yeah,
Matrix style. Brandon said, speaking of football, Aaron Rodgers went from looking like Frank from Shameless to looking like Tom Brady. He did get all cleaned up, man.
Yeah, he did.
He did get all cleaned up.
Are you going to go right? You can play one song. Right?
I'm going to play one song.
Yeah. I'm going to go number 1. What's up, Jesse?
I like Hunter without a hat looks like Beavis.
Come on, man. Hey, you know what, William? Hey, Brant Williams picture.
Yeah, let's see what William looks like.
Yeah, you jerk. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take Beavis.
All right. Yeah, you got like 4 minutes. So I am the great Cornholio.
DP for my butthole.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah, you got 4 minutes. If you feel like loving me, if you got the notion. Of human wreckage. Well, WIRX, hello.
You're talking about, taking a skate off and stabbing somebody. That way back in the day, my brother-in-law played for the Mohawks, Muskegon Mohawks. Yeah, a couple of months he was at there, and some guy, he was down. Some guy came by and chopped his calf off with his skate.
His calf?
Yeah, stepped on him on his calf, and the skate cut his calf off.
I could have went the rest of my life not hearing that. All right, I did not need to hear that and get that visual. Damn it!
That ended his career right there.
Oh, I guess when you get your calf cut off, my God.
But yeah, and then another thing I thought about, you guys were talking about golf yesterday, and trying to drive further than Hunter. I come up with an idea on a driver. You gotta put a channel on the top of it where the actual pad is on the front of the driver.
Yeah.
Would actually shoot forward, and you put a casing, like a 357 mag casing or something inside there.
They have those.
They do.
When the ball makes contact, it goes bam and shoots it out.
They have those, but I think it uses a 22.
22.
Yep. They make those, and dude, that ball goes fucking flying.
What's it called? I'm trying to remember what it's called.
That would be something.
They got it. Well, hey, we got to go on air, but we'll catch up with you soon. All right.
All right. Have a good one.
See you, buddy. Well, good morning. It is 7:41. Brock Hunter.
Morning. What's up?
What's up? Yeah, ace. Oh, don't forget, we are streaming. You can find us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Get in on the fun, get in on the conversation. We'll be on for the next 20 minutes or so. So come join us. Say hi. Get in on it.
I just realized.
What?
I have a balled up piece of paper or tissue. I can make that shot from like 30 yards. But you put me next to the trash can, not a chance.
No.
Nowhere near the trash can.
You were thinking.
I just had to pick up a piece of paper to throw it away 3 times. And it's literally, I could turn it's right there.
You do that bend over thing where you go to pick it up and you miss it. And
you miss it again. I'm like, right.
Just leave it. Just leave it there.
No wind in here. There's not.
Yeah.
But hey, you put me over there. Nothing but net every time.
All right. Well, prove it. Big shot. Do it right now.
Yeah, I will. I don't have any paper.
Do it.
Though. Hang on.
Oh, how convenient. No paper, huh?
Yeah. Hang on. I got one right here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Get some paper. Do it right now.
I want to touch that one.
Oh, God. Oh, are those happy tissues are saying, all right, let's see it.
10 feet. I made it.
It was
embarrassing. It needed a little more viscosity to it, you know?
Oh, yuck. No, it did not. There's no. You're disgusting. Anyway, well, enough of Hunter's trash can shooting. Is trash shooting. It is the Plan B Morning Show. It's time for your topic of the day. Let's get to that. Of course, brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spirit wear, equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44, sporting goods for all.
Maybe that's what I need, more sporting gear.
Is that what you need? Yeah. You're a lost cause. You don't need it. You don't need the new club. You don't need the better gear. You're done. Skip it up. Your topic for today: if you could download a field of knowledge or skill into your brain instantly, Matrix style, what would you learn? What would you download? All right, you plugged in like Neo, red pill, blue pill, whatever you want to say. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So obviously, I think anyone would, if they listen to the show at all, be like, "Oh, I download all the fishing knowledge so I can catch all of it." Or you would be like, "I'd download all the golf knowledge, you know, what club to hit and this and that," like, you know, basically. But I think for me, outside of all that, the first thing I would do is I'd download like, now, okay, how crazy are we going with it here? Are we going like whatever? Anything. Well, then I'd be fluent in like every language.
Ooh.
That's what I would download.
That's a good one.
Now, if we're going to be more realistic, like, okay, you can pick one language. I think I'd do like what? Maybe Mandarin or Spanish. Like,
you know what I love about that is you would do that and never use it.
Probably
Nobody would ever talk to you in a different language ever at any point.
Like, damn it. Someone, please.
But why do you need to know all these languages and you live in the Midwest? What?
I mean, but it'd be pretty cool if you could travel the world and, you know, it'd be able to talk to anyone. If you're being more realistic, okay, one language is Spanish or like Mandarin, because I think Mandarin's the most spoken language. But I'm mad at and the reason I say that is because I'm mad at myself for not taking Spanish class seriously in high school. All we did was horse around, and now something that I could be a nice life skill, something that, because I've traveled to Spanish speaking places, and I'm like that typical honky, like, hola, como estás? Like, that's all I know. Puedo tomar agua, por favor.
I'll be over here. I'm gonna walk away from you.
And you can just tell, you can see the look on the natives' faces, like, just speak English. We speak English. Just, you're embarrassing yourself. Stop it.
You're the guy who goes to the Mexican joint and orders in Spanish, and
I will have the quesadilla.
Just stop.
You know what I mean?
Just stop.
Like, it's embarrassing. So I wish I would have. And so that's what I would download. I would download either all of the languages or maybe like Spanish or something like that.
All right. No limits.
Yeah. Go no limits. And then maybe more a realistic one. How about that?
All the world's knowledge. Boom.
I don't know if that's good though. You might, you know,
it's probably good. Bad, right? I mean, there's a lot of bad things in the world for sure, but there are also a lot of great things.
Yeah. So you know everything though.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Just a walking computer, you know. You don't have to Google anything anymore. Just ask me. I know.
Yeah.
Could that be a skill?
Nothing would surprise. Yeah, that for sure. Hey, like you said, if we're going balls to the wall with it. But so now the only you wouldn't ever be surprised ever again. Like there would be no joy of like, whoa, that's
true.
Cool.
You just know everything. I mean? Yeah.
You just know everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know what I would do. Like my first one would be like, what's a cool skill to know? Like flying a helicopter?
That's a good one. That's kind of cool. That's dope. Hell yeah, man. You just hop into a helicopter, go fly that thing around.
You know?
That'd be dope. Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that answer.
Yeah. Like an Apache. Like, give me all the Apache knowledge, you know?
Yeah. You impress some people with
that. What's cool that you don't know?
You can learn Steven Seagal's karate moves.
What? Step aside and be fat? Is it? I'm working on that just by living.
I'm just being.
I'm slowing down and getting fatter. Is that what you're referencing to?
Yeah, right there. That's it. You're getting very Steven Seagal-ish. You already have the goatee. You just need a diet black.
Right. You need the jet black ponytail. Jeez.
No, I mean, there's a lot of cool skill. I mean, but what about karate skills? That'd be pretty dope. You could just straight up, you know,
that would be sweet. But what are you using it though? Like, there's not a point ever where I even like had to use boxing skills. You know?
Just going to bars and fighting people with your.
I got this new skill. I need to use it. You know,
like we were talking about the other day. How cool it'd be to see a bar fight and the guys actually like doing straight up like
like John Wick karate.
Yeah.
You know?
Holy Lord,
this is the greatest fight I've ever seen.
Not just some drunk guy throwing haymakers. This guy's straight up doing some Bruce Lee stuff over here. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Yeah, it's the application of it. Like if you got this cool skill, like what would the application of it be,
Exactly. I'm trying to think of something that'd be useful that you'd almost use every day. What about all the betting knowledge?
But what knowledge is that though? Like,
You know?
okay, going into okay, you can learn how to count cards. All right.
Mhm.
Well, you're still not 100% guaranteed to win. And like, okay, you can play the odds. You're good at odds. You're good at statistics. Like you got all that knowledge, but you're still not 100%. Piano would be another one that I would down. If I'd like I'd download how to do piano.
That would be a cool one.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a random piano around that I wish, man, it'd be cool.
You
Just start wailing on that thing.
Go tickle the ivories and people like, damn, you hear that guy?
Right. He's pretty dumb, but damn, I didn't know he could play the piano.
He must be one of those weird guys,
Those prodigies.
He's prodigies, yeah. We got some answers on Facebook. If you could download a field of knowledge or skill into your brain instantly, Matrix style, what would you learn? Gathright said playing the piano.
It's a good one.
I'm surprised he actually gave us a serious answer,
Yeah,
Gathright.
right. What's going on? Is that the real Gathright? That's a
Are
bot.
you okay?
That's a bot.
That's a bot. You feel
Is it
okay,
a picture of
Gathright?
him in his bikini?
Nope. It's him.
That's it. That's a real him then.
Weird. All right. Gathright, you feeling okay? Sick. Let's see. Jesse had a cool one. I would download survival techniques and way to survive. That's actually a good one.
Like Survivor
that.
Woman.
Yeah, like Survivor Man. You always call Jesse a woman. It's a man.
It's a man.
It can be a man's name.
Oh. Survivor Man.
Survivor Man.
He always wants to go camping for some reason.
But that'd be kind of cool. You could just like have all the cool survival skills and everything.
I mean, you claim to know.
Hey, I can build a shelter. Okay.
Brock. But when you go camping with Brock, just get your chair out, get your tent set up, and sit down in that chair and just watch this guy.
I'm busy. I'm a busy guy,
man. He's got a lot of stuff.
Gotta get the wood, gotta get all the stuff set up.
Oh yeah. He's got maps he's reading.
Yeah.
Look, I got GPS even.
Well, when the world ascends into chaos, who are you gonna come to? Me. All right. You're gonna come to me.
I'm gonna come to you watching you do this. Wait.
Hold on a second.
Wait, which is north? Where's north?
Would you shut up? All right. What else we got here? Matt said his is very specific. Prince's musical ability and knowledge.
Prince?
It's a very Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince.
Why not Michael Jackson? Then you could dance too.
Oh, Prince could dance. Hey,
yeah,
Prince
but not like Michael Jackson. Come on.
Yeah, but I think musically, Prince was more talented. I think so. I think it's. Don't get me wrong. Michael Jackson, guy could sing and dance and all that. But
We're
Prince,
talking about the world-renowned Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but Prince could play guitar and dance and sing. I think he's got a little bit more, and a bunch of other instruments. Yeah, I think Prince has the edge on this one.
You're gonna say Prince is better than Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
Are you high?
I am. Hey, you didn't know who Gordon Lightfoot was the other day. All right, I think I know a little bit more about this one. All right,
game blouses.
Here's your pancakes, bitches. And he can play basketball, right? Yeah. I think Prince has got that one.
Hey.
Let's see. Brandon said astrophysicist.
Oh, you want to be like Neil?
Download all of that.
Right.
I don't know. That almost seems difficult. Now, I guess if you know it, but you know what I mean? It's almost like your brain, is always working. You know
why I don't choose that is because I feel like if you know everything about space or as much as you can about space, you start to realize that it's unreachable in a lot of ways.
So you almost become more
depressing.
So you become exactly like Neil deGrasse Tyson and you just bum everyone out. Like, exactly. Oh, there's no way. First of all, there's nothing happens after you die and the planet's going to burn out and everything sucks. Oh, okay, thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Scientist.
Who brought you to the party?
Yeah.
Why don't you go now, Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Maybe he just knows too much, man.
See, that's kind of goes into your original answer, like downloading the world's knowledge. I think it would just be more of a bum, you'd be more bummed out all the time,
Yeah, the world really isn't a beautiful place in some spots.
Blissful. You look at the happiest people in life, it's the ignorant ones, the ones that are just living.
Looking around, lollygagging.
This is great.
You know?
Yep. So yeah, that's the only reason I think that wouldn't be good. We got a couple more answers on Facebook. If you could download any knowledge or skill, what would it be? Language was a big one. A lot of people said language. Frank said brain surgery. You'd want to be a brain surgeon. Interesting answer. High pressure. I mean, if you could do brain surgery,
somebody's brain, man.
Yeah. Did you see that video of that guy getting brain surgery and playing the violin at the same time? Wild.
What?
You ever see that? Dude, it's nuts, man.
He's getting brain surgery and so he's awake playing the violin as they're He's got a hole in his head.
Yeah, they're in there doing everything. Hold on, see if I can find it for you. I'll send you the link. But yeah, it's some guy straight up getting brain work done, and he's playing the violin.
That's got to be a butterfly job, right? Like going once you pop somebody's noggin open and you see that brain.
Well,
like I hope I don't mess up. I hope I'm not shaky today. How much coffee did I have?
You know what's wild is it's still like getting into the brain is still pretty barbaric in the sense. They just use a saw. All right. They just use an electric saw.
Man.
You know, it's not like some fancy cool. No, we literally just cut open the head and the skull. Get to the brain.
Yes.
Brain. Yeah, that's too much high pressure for me. I mean, it's cool. And it's crazy that there's people out there that do it, man. But
I would have them put like a glass dome back on top. You know, don't give me my skull back. I want to see through.
You want to look like one of the Martians from?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, from Mars Attacks.
Only you.
Oh
no! Don't sing that song. Don't sing it. You would want that. Yeah, language was a big one. A couple people said survival skills. That's kind of a common one. I'm trying to think if there's any other like weird skill that
I'm just trying to think of the best one. Like a hands down, yeah, that's gonna help you out in life.
Now, what about like being? I mean, you're already a pretty good artist. You make great hand turkeys. But like, what about being the best painter, like just having all the painting knowledge or sculpting knowledge? You imagine what like if you could make those stone statues, like a stone carver.
Artists are amazing. My mom, I get my art skills from my mom, and I don't do it all the time. But I don't think I would pick that skill. It takes a while, man. I think that's why I don't do it a lot. It's because when I get into it, I'm like, it's hours and days later, you're still working on like one little thing that bothers you, and it's just like, man, this is time consuming. But when you're done, it's extremely satisfying. When you have a complete project that you worked on, it's kind of like when you mow your lawn and you sit back and you look at it and you just kind of enjoy it. I mean, maybe a weird analogy.
I love how you always bring up mowing lawn. That's like your least thing you do with your.
Hey, I got an electric mower now. It's great. But
I get it.
But it takes so much damn time, man.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it though. You can make a living off of it.
Yeah, that's true.
You're the best painter in the world. I know you see some of that like on Reddit or like these posts like, oh yeah, this was like I got like 640 hours in this. I'm like, oh my God.
That's insane.
I mean, it's crazy. It's beautiful artwork. Mm-hmm. Much better than taping a banana onto the wall.
Yeah, right.
I mean? Yeah.
My nephew's an artist.
Yeah.
Steven. And he does it on the iPad. He does the digital art.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't tell the difference between that and what you see on TV or whatever he's drawn. It's craziness.
I will never say anything about any kind of actual, like, again, I'll make fun of you if you just like put a red splot on a white canvas and say, oh, it's this represents where we're at. This is religion and politics. No, it's not. It's a red dot. But that digital stuff, hey, I've played around in Microsoft Paint. I realize it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Okay? It's not easy at all to do.
Like 10 years old, he drew a Spider-Man. And he's like, hey, Hunter, I drew this. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
You saved that image off of Google. I know you did. And then he zooms in and shows me. All right.
You just did the colors. You just clicked the letter and put the numbers
on.
Right.
Nope.
That's crazy, man.
Kids are amazing, man. They really are. Any
other weird skills you can think of that you'd want to download?
I'm always trying to think of something like what would be a cool tool?
Maybe like what if you like get really cool like sword skills?
That's what I was thinking. Something with like nunchuck skills, Like when are you gonna use that?
You have medieval weaponry skills. Like what? I
got one. Bagpipes.
That's a good answer.
Give me the
for
bagpipe skill. I'll annoy you all day long. But you know what?
Like,
it's gonna sound good.
If you could straight up just belt out a bagpipe tune.
Don't you know any other damn tune?
Sure you do, lad. Play him that haunting air you played for me this morning. Bidwell, when I said your playing would be a welcome companion here on the strip.
I love the bagpipes, man.
But I do like that. Yeah, any kind of instrument would be cool. Cool. So, or all the instruments. If you want to go crazy, I can pick up any instrument.
There you go.
And play it. Yeah.
What up, Kid Rock?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Anyway, we're gonna take a long story short. By the way, Hunter and I have no other skills.
No skills.
None. We have no skills.
Right. This is just a dream show. You know,
like you said. How about we start with actually being good radio DJs, and then we'll go from there.
Work on that.
Yeah. We're gonna be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. All right. Well, hey everyone, thanks so much for hanging out. We appreciate it. Just a heads up, I don't know if I'm gonna do the stream because it's just gonna be me by myself. Hunter's gone until what, next week Thursday.
I could just leave this running and you could have the lobster.
We could do the lobster. Yeah, there you go. He brings more to the table than you do.
You bastard.
Finally got a good co-host. So we'll see. I may pop on. We'll see what happens here. But either way, we'll be back to normal programming for sure middle of next week. So check it out. But otherwise, we appreciate it. We'll see y'all later. All right.